You've been hearing about the Carmelo Anthony case, and the take that keeps coming up is he should have just left. Like it's advice, as if it's wisdom, as if it's the reasonable take. But think about what that statement actually requires you to believe. It requires you to believe that his presence was the problem, that their discomfort was legitimate authority, and that his refusal to comply was the real offense. Nobody's saying the kids who walked up and started making demands should have just walked away. Nobody's telling the four who put their hands on him first that they should have just left him alone. Nobody's asking why the people who initiated the confrontation weren't expected to remove themselves, or at a minimum, not escalate a conflict. The just leave advice only flows in one direction, and that direction is a confession. Because you don't tell someone to just leave a space they had every right to be in unless somewhere in your mind you already decided they had less right to be there than the people who confronted them. You already decided that the burden of peace belonged to the person being confronted, not the people creating the confrontation. That's not conflict resolution. That's hierarchy. And when you dress a hierarchy up as common sense, that's how you get a dead child and a movement to protect the people who started it. Because common sense that only applies to one side isn't common sense. It's a preference. And preference masquerading as principle is just prejudice. I'm Deezil Greezil, and I'm paying attention. And the reality is had Austin just went and got an adult to ask Karmelo to leave, he would still be alive. But he chose to take matters into his own hands. And we saw how that ended. Like, share, and subscribe for more content like this.